Hey everybody, I've got a pretty amazing video for you guys today. They haven't sent, amazing, okay? We're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, okay? Which is UFOs. I'm really glad that it's become mainstream the way that it has. I really am. I have a pretty amazing video of a sighting that happened in Israel. It's actually not only the sighting in Israel, there's also reports of two UFOs chasing a United States naval warship in the middle of the sea, and also a report of a fleet of UFOs that was spotted in the skies as well. So we'll get started here. Hey, Heaven Sent It, Flower Chat, how you doing? We're going to start with the fleet. We're going to start with the fleet that was seen in the skies. Okay, the sighting in Israel is amazing. To top that off, you guys may remember a few weeks ago. Well, it's actually I did a couple of videos on this. We talked about a tetrahedron shaped UFO, right? Pyramid shaped UFO floating over the Kremlin and also floating over the Pentagon. This happened, the first incident happened actually over the Kremlin back in 2013. And then recently, another a sighting of, we're talking huge, okay? This thing looked like it, from my understanding, the estimation was that it was about 2 miles wide, floating over the Pentagon. And we're talking late night, early morning hours, right? Early morning hours. This, what you're about to see, is pretty freaking incredible. And I even think Secure Team did a video on this as well today. But let's start with the fleet, shall we? Let me show you this sighting of this fleet. Take this banner down here. Check it out.
That's heavy, man. Yo, broccoli, yo, Warship, yo, shy. Look at that. Yo, it's like dozens of, yo, man. Wow. Baraka Barakata Yahweh Shim Yahushai. Kahala Yuma Yahweh Shim Yahushai. This is heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And he's still coming. Look at this. Wow. This is heavy, man. Barakata Yahweh Shim Yahushai. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Yo, this is a wondrous works indeed, man. Barakata Yahweh Shim Yahushai. Look at this miracle. Wow. And he's stopping. Look at that. Yo, Barakata Yahweh Shim Yahushai. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Those are the chariots of the Lord, man. Those are the angels. Look at that. Those ain't no balloons or no planes, man. We know those are the chariots of the Lord. They still coming. Look at that. Man, look at the formation, though. And some of them already disappeared. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I'm amazed right now, man. Barakata Yahweh Shim Yahushai. Wow. Kalallah Yama Yahweh Shim Yahushai.
It's actually pretty amazing. I mean, it really seems like to me, I mean, at this point, what is disclosure? Disclosure? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, just my 5-year back. Hey, Janet, how are you? Hey, Mary, how you doing? Now, this one here is pretty amazing. Okay, this was spotted back on March 31st. Okay, but when you see this, okay, a UFO, an unidentified flying object. All right.
לא, יש פה משהו בשמיים. כמו, בואי תראי, קווים, וואו. אבל אני לא יכולה לראות את זה טוב. וואו, זה להרחיק את זה. קווים כאלה, בואי תראי משהו מיוחד, בואי. וואי, תראי רגע. אני רואה, נו מה. תראי. אני מנסה לעשות את זה לא בווידאו. נו מה, כוכב אדומה, מה? לא רואה, אבל את הקווים האלה? כן. מה כן? אני רואה, כן. או. אבל מה זה? פה הרפל. שמאוד לראות. וואו. מדהים, אבל מה זה? אני מסתכל, אבל בקושי רואים. יש הרבה ערפל. עוד לא 6 בבוקר.
Nuts, right? Nuts. It's absolutely nothing that would naturally occur, in the sky that this could be explained to, or explained as, I should say. That is nuts. Hmm. So that was over Israel. Just imagine, like, the, some people that are quite religious, right? They see this and they're thinking, is Christ coming back? Literally. I've actually seen quite a few instances where people will see very amazing things in the sky, and all of a sudden, they're asking themselves, they're saying out loud, hey, is Jesus Christ coming back? Has he returned? And this isn't the only time that there's been very strange sightings like this. You remember the one that happened over the rock, right? In Israel, Jerusalem, over the most sacred place, considered the most sacred place in pretty much every religion, even Muslim. And no, I'm not talking about Mecca. I'm talking about the Dome of the Rock. There was an amazing sighting that was actually captured by 4 different cameras. 4 different individual, unique human beings recorded it. This hovering object, it was so bright, and it came down quite slowly, then it pounced back up very fast. I may actually bring it up here in a minute. There's something to it. And all this talk about reptilians and Anunnaki and, Enlils and Inky and Anu and all this sort of crazy thing. These fallen angels, these angels that fell to earth and wanted the women of earth, impregnated some of these women. In return, the Nephilim was created. Oh, yes, Mary, I did. Yes, thank you. I really appreciate your assistance on that. Yes, I got signed up. It's going to be kind of a rude awakening for some of these content creators out here, isn't it? Yep, I did. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And some of you guys who are YouTubers or content creators or whatever, you may hear about Track. It is a beta program that Google's currently piloting. So yeah, the site, getting into the beta, what really wasn't too difficult. Beta is something that it's what would be an example I could use? Beta, it's almost like where people get to pilot something before it's rolled out to the public or whatnot. And there is a lot of people out here that, well, I'll say this: Google has been doing a lot to try to get a handle on all of the cyberbullying and harassment that happens on their platform. I mean, I don't know how they'll ever be able to like fully get a handle on it, but this Track is going to be a great start. And I mean, the information is already captured anyway. So the fact that they're going to formulate that information the way that they are, it's going to be fantastic. So yeah, the days of signing up for channels and stalking and harassing people, all that shit it's about to be a rude awakening for some folks. The shape of this thing is crazy, right? The shape of it. I bet you though, there's probably some larger CCs that are going to want to get themselves engaged with that also, too, Mary, because there's a lot of crazy things that happen out here. And, of course, I don't even really want to say too much about it because, I ain't trying to give people no upper hand. But truth is, that information that's getting captured, or well, I should say it's already getting captured. It's just that they're going to make it available now. But you got to be in the beta program in order to pilot it first. But for those that maybe wondering what the hell I'm talking about, so since September 1st, actually, of 2021, Google, not only did they release, they made an update to their terms or conditions or whatever the case you want to call that. But and you already agree to this stuff when you hit accept or continue and you sign up or whatnot, when you're uploading content to the platform, you're already agreeing to their terms and conditions. So, now there's going to be certain things that are going to be made available to content creators, specifically around cyberbullying and harassment. So, people will do various things like, let me sign up for a new channel or a new account even, but they don't think that there's actually a device ID that gets tied to that. So there's, that device ID. Every device has one. It's, I wouldn't say like an IP. It's actually more identifiable even than an IP address. But there's going to be I think from my understanding from reading it, it's like 3 or 4 different values that are going to be used in the reporting of that information. But Yeah, I don't really want to say too much because, again, I'm just piloting it for right now. But yes, and I mean, it's like you don't hear a thing. You don't hear anything. There's not a single sound. And that is wild. And then, of course, I've got one more here. This was also captured in Israel. Okay. Another fleet. But this time, there in this one, there is an actual cigar shaped UFO. That is nuts. And two, I mean, this particular video was captured using night vision. So, wow, one of the things that was kind of brought up and talked about like earlier this year, we had even discussed it over here, is night vision. The concept of the technology of night vision, which actually was given to the military. They say that that technology was also given to military by extraterrestrials. So you call it whatever you want, but it's interesting because you could actually be recording the night sky with your camera and not see anything. But you turn that night vision on, you'll see some amazing things. And what's crazy too, I mean, you can see not only the cigar shaped UFO, but look at all the other orbs around it. They say that it's pure energy, and pure energy emits a light, a form of light. Hey, eh, it's amazing. But one last thing here before we hold on. The triangular shaped UFOs. There was another sighting, as I was telling you guys before, of a tetrahedron shaped UFO. Let me see if I can find that actual video. There's a man who does these like interesting weather reports. He managed to discuss this or I think it was yesterday. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, y'all. Come on. Ah, looks like the video is not even up anymore. Huh. Well, I guess we'll have to circle back on that one. But there is a very interesting video that the man I was telling you about. He does like reports on weather or whatnot. Somebody had reported to him a sighting of a pyramid shaped UFO in the sky. But what was crazy is it was like there was a clear pyramid shaped object, but it was like it invisible, basically, you know, very, very weird. And it was huge, huge. So I'll follow back up with you guys on that one. But disclosure, I mean, it really kind of seems like at this point, whatever or whomever is operating these crafts, I don't think they really care about human beings knowing about it anymore. I mean, if they're bold enough to fly an entire fleet over people's neighborhoods, like, does it really matter? You know, disclosure, as they say. I don't, if, but maybe, just maybe, they want to disclose it in a specific way, or they want to disclose certain things in a specific way. I mean, if it's true what we've heard people talk about over the years with, you know, these alien beings even operating out of military Air Force bases and things like that, there may be a whole lot of things that they don't want to necessarily disclose, right? But this is one of the weirdest sightings right here that I've ever seen. I mean, we're not just talking about an orb or some ball of light. That is odd. And there are so many videos posted too from like a crap load of accounts. And you notice like all these videos, most of them anyway, in which UFOs are the topic, it's always fuzzy, right? You don't ever get like a very clear view of these UFOs. There's never a clear view. Imagine being on the beach in Bermuda, seeing this site here with not only this weird triangle shape on the horizon, but even up in the sky, there is some sort of triangular object floating around and then it just disappears like that. That's crazy. There's a lot of things that scientists cannot explain, not to even mention the part about how the Bermuda Triangle is an odd place geographically. Wow. Wow, that is odd, right? I don't think there's any sound on this one. There is, okay. That's crazy. Like, what is that, right? What the heck is that? Huge pyramid emerges out of the ocean with a glowing UFO. Oh, okay, okay, okay. How strange. People come up with some of the strangest things. I still want to know. I really, really still want to know whatever happened with that moon cube that Chinese scientists said they were sending, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but there was a very strange object spotted on the moon. My understanding is Chinese researchers were supposed to be going to see what the object was, but I never actually, never heard back. Never heard back. Mm, mm. What the hell? Ugh, that mouth. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Real or no? Sometimes I even enjoy the fake clips. Ugh, the skin looks so putrid, sticky and clammy like. Anyway, this is about to turn into a anything could happen type stream, okay? So kind of goes down like that sometimes. But shout out to those of you over on the Unknown channel. It's been a minute since I streamed over there. I'm gonna go ahead and knock y'all on out for right now. But I'll catch y'all soon.